Audio Jungle. 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 Audio Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball. I'm Jared Sleppy and today is the final game of this three-game series between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the Hub City Hotshots. Taking a look at the Lewis Division. In first place are the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, with a record of 10-2 in the second half. In second place are the Pure Trappers at 7-4, 2.5 games out of first. They've lost 2 games in a row against West Nebraska. Badlands is now back to 500 as they have won 3 games in a row. They are now 6-6, 4 games back. Hub City is 4-7 after yesterday's win. They're 5.5 games back. And Wheat City is 0-13 at 10.5 games out. 13 losses in a row during the second half and 19 losses overall in a row. As for the Clark Division, West Nebraska is 11-1 on a 9-game winning streak. Tied for second is Fremont and Hastings at 5-4, 4.5 games out. Casper is 5-7 at 6 games out, and Spearfish is 3-8 at 7.5 games out. They have lost 4 games in a row. As for overall records, West Nebraska really starting to pull away as they have a record of 32-8. They are 11 games up on the second place Spearfish Sasquatch, 21-19. Casper is 14 games out at 19-23. Hastings 17-22, 14.5 games out, and Fremont is last at 15-22, 15.5 games out. As for Lewis Division, the Big Stakes are still in first. They have a 29-15 record overall. Sabre Dogs are 2 games out at 26-16. Pure Trappers are 21-20 with 6.5 games out of first place. Hub City is 17-22, 9.5 games out of first. And Wheat City is 6-36. They are now 22 games out of first place. The Sabre Dogs are going to try to go for the series win here this evening. They have now lost 2 games out of the last 3 after dropping the final game against the Horseheads on Sunday and then losing last night, a final score of 11-9. It was an up and down game for the Sabre Dogs, mainly being down at the beginning portions and up on the late portion of the game. Sabre Dogs tried to make a comeback, but it ultimately fell short. 3 home runs yesterday for the Sabre Dogs, which is the most in a single game, one by Mason Dennison, a solo shot in the top of the 5th. Then a 2-run bomb by Bo McClintock in the top of the 6th, and then a 3-run home run by Alex Hay to dead straightaway center in the top of the 7th. Wind is blowing out once again today, about the same spot, maybe a little bit more towards center field this evening, but still the routine fly balls will be sailing, and it will be a challenge for the Sabre Dogs to win their second game here in Hub City with things being difficult in terms of the pitching perspective. We'll have the starting lineups and more coming up in just a little bit. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball. Attention Sabre Dogs fans. July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
iHeartRadio. Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sabre River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sabre River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sabre River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. So we have some breaking news. It will be Bo McClintock representing the Sabre Dogs in the Home Run Derby coming up on Monday. So that will be a nice little addition for him as the Sabre Dogs get 8 total players to participate in the All-Star Extravaganza, which again starts on Monday with the Home Run Derby. He has 5 home runs on the year, which is 3rd on the team, having himself a fantastic season for the Sabre Dogs. Unfortunately, does not qualify for the All-Star game. But if he would have came a little bit sooner, then he might have been able to make the All-Star team because his stats are just staggering, and there's no doubt in my mind that he should, with his numbers, be in the All-Star game. But regardless, Bo McClintock going to be in the Home Run Derby, which will be pretty exciting for him. He has been hitting a lot of bombs as of late. He has 3 home runs in the past week, as he has a batting average of .342 on the year, with 26 RBI, which is now 2nd on the team, as he was able to, actually, correction, he's 3rd on the team, my mistake. He's still just one behind Cruz Taylor now. The thing is, he's played 17 fewer games than Cruz Taylor, which is just incredibly impressive. And then he's 6 behind Chauncey Collier for 1st on the team. So the Sabre Dogs are now 8-2 in the month of July, 12-9 on the road, and 7-4 against Hub City Hotshots, with a 3-2 record here at Fossum Field and 4-2 in Corbett. They're also 23-11 against Lewis Division opponents, 11-5 on the road and 12-6 at home, and 26-16 overall. First place in the Lewis Division in the second half, and 2nd place overall, just 2 games back of the Big Sticks. Sabre Dogs are 10-2 in the second half on the season, and 3-0 in extra inning games, and they're 16-14 in the first half games. So take a look at who's hot. First of all, we've got to take a look at Mason Dennison, batting .396 during the second half. He has played in every single game. He has went 21 for 53 with 13 runs, 4 doubles, 3 home runs, and 8 RBI with 5 stolen bases. Also, Chauncey Collier also played in every single game in the second half, but he is not playing tonight. We'll get to the full lineup in just a little bit. He's 17 for 48, batting .354 with 12 runs, 7 doubles, 5 RBI, and 7 stolen bases. Josh Pano also playing very well here in the second half. 8 for 23 in his 7 games he started, a .348 batting average with 9 runs, 5 doubles, 3 RBI, and a team-leading 11 stolen bases. Cruz Taylor's batting .314 in second half games. He's played in 11 of the 12 contests, batting .314, 11 for 35, 6 runs, and 3 RBI with a home run and a double. And Philip Childs, who's not here during this trip, he has played 8 of the second half games for a batting average of .424, which is the best on the team. 14 hits out of 33 ABs with 7 runs, 4 doubles, and 6 RBI with 6 stolen bases. Also, how about Nick Mastoni? He has won 5 games with a .300 batting average. He's won 6 for 20 with 6 runs and 3 RBI.
Number 32, Bo McClintock.
Players who have played well against the Hotshots include Mason Dennison, Chauncey Collier, Tyler Courtney, and Alex Hay. Alex Hay batting .296. Chauncey Callier batting .351, Tyler Cordy batting .375, and Mason Dennison batting .381. And players who are playing well during the series, Cruz Taylor batting .375, he's 3 for 8. Also, Mason Dennison batting 3 for 9, a .333 batting average. Not really a whole lot going on for the Sabre Dogs offensively this series, batting just .250 compared to their .274 batting average on the year, and just batting .256 against the Hotshots during their 12 games this season. So after the break, we will have the full starting lineups coming up in just a little bit. You're listening to Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball on the YouTube page of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, join us this Thursday, July 11th, as the Sabre Dogs take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers on Military Appreciation Night. Come help us celebrate and honor our friends in the armed services, both past and present. Plus, it's Throwback Thursday, 90s Night. It's going to be a rave at Corbett Field with the best of 90s music and fashion. If you were born in the 90s, you'll get $1 off your ticket. Be sure to pre-order your tickets at tickets.SourisValleySaberDogs.com today. Gates open at 6 p.m., first pitch at 7:05. Don't miss out on the exciting family fun entertainment at Corbett Field. Sabre Dogs Baseball. When it comes to fun, the sky's the limit.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Sabre Dogs and Hotshots about to get underway here in just a few minutes. Let's now get to the starting lineups. Starting with the Hub City Hotshots, leading off and playing shortstop is Luke Glasgow. Batting second and playing right field is Colton Cox. Batting third and playing third is Jake Anderson. The catcher and batting fourth is Rob Meidel. Batting fifth and playing center field, Joe Guidry. DHing and batting sixth is Spencer Gilland. Batting seventh and playing first base is Juan Durazo. Batting eighth and playing left is Daniel Durazo. And batting ninth and playing second is Ryan Olson, with Austin Crane on the mound for the Hotshots. As for the Sabre Dogs, leading off and playing left field is Luke Quick. Batting second and DHing is Mason Dennison. Batting third and playing center field is Cruz Taylor. Batting cleanup and catching is Alex Hay. Batting fifth and playing short is Nick Mastoni. Batting sixth and playing first is Bo McClintock. Batting seventh and playing second is Josh Pano. Batting eighth and playing right field is Sam Powers, and batting ninth and playing third is Jace Edwards, with Tyler Courtney on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. So taking a look at Austin Crane's numbers, has a record of 1-1 with a 3.32 ERA, making his 9th game appearance. In his second start, he's went 21 2/3 with 14 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 20 hits with a 129 whip and 5.81 strikeouts per 9 innings. As for the SaberDogs pitcher, Tyler Corney, he is making his second start of the season. Record of 2-0 with no ERA. This is his third game, and he has 9 innings of play with 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits, an 0.56 whip, and 9 strikeouts per 9 innings. So Luke Quick comes to the plate for the SaberDogs first, batting .269 on the season in the 13 games he has started. First pitch, that one misses inside for ball 1. We are underway here from Boston Field in Aberdeen, South Dakota for the final time this season. SaberDogs and Hotshots will play 2 more times at Corbett Field, as that one is outside for ball 2. SaberDogs are 3-2 here in this building, 7-4 against the Hotshots overall. So between these two teams, there'll be 6 games here and 8 games at Corbett. Here is the 2-0 pitch. And that one pops out of the glove of catcher Rob Meidel. Now make it 3-0. So the SaberDogs have faced the Whiskey Jacks 16 times this season. They get the Hotshots 14 times. So literally almost half of the schedule is between those two teams. 3-0 pitch. And that one in the dirt. 4-pitch walk to lead off the game. Mention Austin Crane doesn't allow too many walks, just 8 so far in the season, averaging just 1 per outing, making his second start of the season. And that will bring up Mason Dennison, batting .303 on the year, tied for the 5th best batting average on the team. Austin Crane from Presentation College. That one is ripped down the third baseline, fair. Rounding second, hang for third is Quick. And they're going to wave him on home. And no throw made over to home, and throw over to second. And Mason Dennison has a no-out RBI double. SaberDogs lead 1-0.
Center fielder out of the University of North Georgia, number 11.
So during Crane's first start versus Hastings, he went 6 innings, picked up the loss, but only gave up 2 earned runs. They lost that game 2-0, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So having a solid start, but not a good start to his outing here against the SaberDogs. 2 batters, 1 run. Now we'll bring up Cruz Taylor, batting .304 on this season, 4th best batting average on the team. First pitch, that one in there, strike 1. 45 hits out of 148 ABs, 35 runs, 10 doubles, 7 home runs, 27 RBI, and 9 stolen bases for the center fielder from North Georgia. Dennison has his lead over at second. Glasgow backs off, the shortstop for the Hotshots trying to hold on Dennison as the first pitch, excuse me, the second pitch. That one misses low, even the count 1-1. SaberDogs trying to hold on to the reins of first place in the Lewis Division. 2.5 games up on the Trappers, who were 0-2 yesterday against the Pioneers. Speaking of which, they will take on for the 3rd time today, except this time will be in Pierre, as that one misses as well for ball 2. So the Trappers have 7 consecutive games against the Big Sticks, starting on Thursday. They'll have 4 games in Pierre prior to the All-Star break, and then 3 games in Dickinson after the All-Star break. So similar to what the SaberDogs are doing with the Pioneers, as that one misses for ball 3. And after they finish up with Badlands, they take on these Hotshots. Then they take on the Spearfish for 4 games, Fremont for 2, and the SaberDogs for 4, and then Badlands for 1. At the very last day of the regular season, August 5th, SaberDogs don't have a game that day. When they're done with the Trappers, they are done for the season, as that is a 5-pitch walk that will put runners on first and second. So no batters retired out of the first 3 for Austin Crane.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs.
Now we'll bring up Alex Hay, batting cleanup, and understandably so, has been on fire as of late, and especially here in the second half. He has 13 RBI in his first 9 games in the second half. 10 for 36. Only 2 Sabre Dogs have 10-plus RBI in the second half, him and Bo McClintock.
Clearly those were warm-ups. And they were like, ah, shit, you know what?
On the stretch, here's the first pitch. And that one's in there for strike 1.
The 1 and the 7. I mean, it looks like it's just a spring.
Coming off a fantastic start on July 4th.
I mean, it looked comfy.
Against the Hotshots, Alex Hay, 8 for 27, a 296 batting average. That one in there for strike 2. O2 pitch coming up with runners on first and second with nobody out. Already a 1-0 lead, a leadoff walk to Luke Quick, and then an RBI double for Mason Dennison. Is that one fouled out of play? Dennison is there at second. And Bruce Taylor also picked up a walk.
That is a Core Trust Bank foul ball.
So the count stays at 0-2. Sabre Dogs not wasting any time here as they struggled at the beginning of the game yesterday. They have had that problem many times before. That one misses, 4-1. Sabre Dogs trying to finish with a winning record during this road stand. Have a record of 2-2, split against the Hotshots and the Horseheads. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Now and in there, strike 3.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs. Shortstop out of St. Mary's.
That'll bring up Nick Mastoni.
13, Nick Mastoni.
Having himself a pretty solid year for the Sabre Dogs. Played in 10 games so far this season, a batting average of .282. 11 for 39 with 8 runs and 4 RBI. And he will take on Austin Crane right here with runners on first and second and 1 out. First pitch, that one in the dirt. That one blocked by Rob Meidel. Keeps in front of him. Runners will stay. Crane working from the stretch. Alex Hay batting 2 for 8 in this series as that one misses upstairs for ball 2. Has 5 RBI in this series, by far the most. Nobody else with more than 2. So he had that 3-run bomb yesterday. That definitely helps. Here is the 2-0 from the righty from Presentation College. And that one is in there for strike 1. Nick Mastoni goes to St. Mary's in California in the West Coast Conference. Same conference as Nathaniel Brenzer Mendoza goes to Portland. Teammates with Josh Pano, Sabre Dogs second baseman this evening. 2-1 pitch. That one's hit towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Mason Dennison will be held at third, and there'll be bases loaded with 1 out for the man going to the home run derby and on Monday, Bo McClintock.
First baseman out of Point University. Number
26
32,
RBI
Bo
during this season
McClintock.
in 22 games with 25 hits and 24 runs with 5 bombs on the season. 3 this past week, including 1 last night. It was a 2-run home run in the top of the 6th.
So far this season, at 333 in 23 games.
Sets and delivers. That one is hit towards right field. That one in play, and that will be caught. That will get Mason Dennison in, so a sacrifice fly makes it 2-0 Sabre Dogs.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs.
That is Bo's 27th RBI of the year, which now is tied for second on the team.
Pino.
Now bring up the other man from St. Mary's. That is Josh Pano, batting 250 on the year. 18 runs in a span of 15 games started with 10 RBI and 15 stolen bases, averaging a stolen base a game. So Mastoni is on at first. Chris Taylor advances to third. 2 out now here on the top of the first. First pitch. That one in there, strike 1. So 2 hits for the Sabre Dogs so far. One by Mason Dennison that brought around Lou Quick, and another from Nick Mastoni. 0-1 pitch. That one misses low. Even the count 1-1. Take a look at the fielding order for the Hotshots from left to right. You have Jake Anderson, Luke Glasgow. Second baseman is Ryan Olson. First baseman Juan Durazo. In the outfield from left to right, you have Daniel Durazo, Joe Guidry, and Colton Cox with Meidel behind the plate, and Austin Crane on the mound. Crane steps off, and we will await the 1-1 pitch. Runner going to second, that's Mastoni, and the throw will be in time for the final out. Nice throw by Rob Meidel. That will end the inning. The All-Star gets the putout, and that will send us to the bottom of the first. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. We'll be right back. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs fans, join us this Friday, July 12th, as the Sabre Dogs take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers on Food Truck Friday night. This one's for all the foodies out there. We'll be hosting several local food trucks you might have seen around town, all in one place. Enjoy the best variety of delicacies and dishes Minot has to offer, all while taking in some great baseball. Be sure to pre-order your tickets today at tickets.SurrisValleySaberDogs.com and catch all the exciting family fun entertainment at Corbett Field. Sabre Dogs baseball. When it comes to fun, the sky's the limit.
So the Sabre Dogs provide in the top of the first with 2 runs. They lead 2-0. Going into the bottom of the first on the mound is Tyler Courtney, making his second start of the season and third appearance, including his second appearance here at Fossum Field. His first appearance of the season, he went 6 innings during their doubleheader. Still has not allowed a run yet this year. Has went 9 total innings, record of 2-0.
Luke Glasgow.
Let's take a look once again at the hitting order for the Hotshots. It will be Glasgow, Cox, Anderson, Meidel, Guidry, Spencer Gilland, Juan Durazo, Daniel Durazo, and Olson. So Glasgow comes to the plate with a .259 batting average. First pitch, that one in there for strike 1. 30 hits, 31 runs with 8 doubles and 17 RBI. Pretty solid stats for Glasgow this season. 0-1 pitch. That one is hit towards left field, slicing. Out of play for strike 1. Excuse me, strike 2, my mistake. Courtney, the righty from University of North Georgia. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Let's take a look at the fielding order for the Sabre Dogs from left to right in the infield is Jace Edwards, Nick Mastoni, Josh Pano, and Bo McClintock. Outfield from left to right, Luke Quick, Bruce Taylor, and Sam Powers. Behind the plate is Alex Hay, and on the mound is Tyler Courtney. Is that one grounded right into the glove of Tyler Courtney, who normally plays second base, sort of first in time for out number 1. It was a little wide of Bo McClintock. Threw it across to the batter, something you're never supposed to do for the safety of both the runner and the first baseman. Fortunately, it wasn't that close of a play, so no harm, no foul there. So that will bring up Colton Cox, batting .277 on the year. 18 hits and 16 runs with a .277 batting average. Against the Sabre Dogs, he's batting .300 on the year, 6 for 20. First pitch. That one in there, strike 1. And during this series, Cox, in his one game, that was yesterday, came in a pinch hit. He was 0 for 1. One pitch. That one misses, even the count 1-1. Talking about the starting pitching for the Sabre Dogs, the efficiency of some of the position players coming in and pitching, including Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Chauncey Calliers. That one grounded foul. Then Mason Dennison had one outing. He did pretty poorly, to say the least, but didn't really matter. He came in when the Sabre Dogs were getting beat pretty bad, and he gave up a couple runs, didn't get any innings, so doesn't exactly technically have an ERA. He's usually given a 99, as that one is fouled out of play. And on the the left field line. But Chauncey Callier, the only position player besides Mason Dennison that has allowed an earned run, as Justin Henley has came in for 2 innings pitched, and Tyler Courtney also no earned runs. And actually that ball, well, I didn't see it. I guess I didn't see what happened. I guess it was caught. So there's 2 outs now with Jake Anderson coming to the plate, having himself a nice season. That ball was hooking foul, and I thought that one was going to get out of here. Apparently not. So first pitch, that one misses for ball 1. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Trying to get their second win out of this 3-game stretch. 1-0 pitch. That one off speeder. That one in there. Even the count 1-1. The Sabre Dogs will bring up Sam Powers, Jace Edwards, and Luke Quick. That one popped up in the air. That one could stay in. Mo McClintock working in foul territory, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. We'll head to the second inning coming up after the break.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall, so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Number 14.
Sabre Dogs come to the plate, and Josh Pano will lead things off for the Sabre Dogs. They lead 2-0 after the first inning has concluded. RBI double from Mason Dennison and a sac fly from Bo McClintock. And that is where we are as of right now. Nick Mastoni got a base hit. as well as one of 2 base hits on the evening so far for the Sabre Dogs. The first pitch misses to Pano. So Payne resuming his at-bat, as that one is grounded to the third baseman, Anderson. Throw to first will be in time for out number 1, beating Payne by about a half step.
Now batting for the
And that will bring up Sam Powers.
Right fielder out of Montana State Billings, number 28.
Batting .219 on the year. He's been below 200 for the majority of the season, but has had a couple solid games string in a row. He's 4 for 12 here in the second half. He has made 3 starts. He has double, triple, and 2 RBI. Here's the first pitch from Austin Crane. That one hit towards right field. That could stay in, and it'll be dropped by the right fielder. Wow, that was foul. I thought that was fair. Wow, okay, so Colin Cox couldn't make the play in right field. It's in foul territory, so that'll make it 0-1.
Yeah, it's a drop foul. It's not
So during this series, taking a look at Sam Powers' numbers. 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Only 3 Sabre Dogs with a batting average over 300 in 2 games. At least in the series. That would be Nick Mastoni, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. As that one misses, even the count 1-1. So 42 games in the books for the Sabre Dogs this season, 26-16 record overall. Just 22 games to go. A swing and a miss, strike 2. Hard to believe that this game is, or the series. Try one more time. The season is going to be over here somewhat soon. It's been a very fast season, to say the least. The Sabre Dogs will be at home for the next 6 days with the All-Star break for home games against the Pioneers, and then the Home Run Derby and the All-Star game at Corbett Field, as that one is in there for strike 3 for Sam Powers. And after that, a travel day on the 17th. They'll send them to Nebraska for 10 straight days as they take on the Pioneers for 4 more games, the Sawbusters for 3 games, and the Move for 3 games, as now batting is Jace Edwards. Then after that, they come back home for a final 7 straight games, with 1 against Badlands, 2 against Hub City, and then 4 against the Trappers. So the first pitch misses for ball 1. Edwards on the year, now batting 189, with 10 hits and 9 RBI. He has a double, a triple, and a home run this year, as that one is in there for strike 2. Jace Edwards' second at bat with the Sabre Dogs was a home run.
And then tackled by 64 of the offense and hit enter. It's saying 2nd and 8 from like the...
Crane working from the stretch, nobody on, and 2 out here on the top of the second. That one misses for ball 1, trying to get Edwards to chase, does not do so. So it'll be 1-2.
Well, what you had to do is...
So Midel, Guidry, and Gilland will come up for the Hotshots in the bottom of the second. Here's 1-2 pitch. Now one waits on that breaking ball to shortstop, throw over to first. Glasgow gets it in time for out number 3. So Sabre Dogs lead, stays at 2. We'll head to the bottom of the second coming up after a quick break.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
Sabre Dogs fans, we're just 1 week away from the biggest event of the summer, the 2019 All-Star Extravaganza. The Extravaganza starts on July 15th with the Visit Minot All-Star Fan Fest and Home Run Derby, and ends on July 16th with a luncheon at the Sleep-In and Suites, followed by the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance. Be sure to check out the All-Star Extravaganza package for admission to all the festivities, starting at just $49. For more information, and be sure to pre-order your tickets, visit tickets.SirrusValleySaberDogs.com.
Rob Midle leading things off for the Hotshots. In the bottom of the second as that one misses for ball one from Tyler Courtney. 3 up, 3 down in the first inning for the normal second baseman from North Georgia. 1-0 pitch. That one's hit towards right field, and that will drop in for a base hit. So just the 4th hit that Courtney has allowed in the 10 innings that he has pitched this season. Rob Midle having a very nice time versus the Sabre Dogs, 9 RBI. That will bring up Joe Guidry. Guidry batting 5th in the lineup tonight, batting .282 on the season. First pitch, that one in there, strike one. Guidry with 35 hits, 18 runs, 15 RBI, and 5 stolen bases against the Sabre Dogs. As that one fouled back. 9 for 40 with a .225 batting average, 4 RBI, and 6 runs. And in this series, Guidry played the first game. He went 1 for 5 in that game. So in this series, the Hotshots are batting .292, just .249 versus the Sabre Dogs overall. .271 on the year. As that one swung at that low pitch. Throw down to second. As the runner goes, that one will not be in time. It'll be a strikeout, but not a strike him out, throw him out. So Midle gets his first stolen base of the season. But there is one down. And that will bring up Spencer Gillen. Made his first plate appearance yesterday and walked. So one out here in the bottom of the second. Man in scoring position is the catcher, Rob Midle. From the stretch, first pitch. That one misses low for ball one. Not really anyone holding Midle on at second. Alpino kind of drifts over there. He steps away. 1-0 pitch. That one's hit high in the air. That one is hooking, and that one will be out of play. And that'll make it 1-1.
Returning to the concession stand for $1.
2 hits, 2 runs for the Sabre Dogs. 1 hit, no runs for the Hotshots here in the bottom of the second. 1 out. Spencer Gillen trying to get the Hotshots on the board right here. 1-1, that one misses low, gets away from Alex Hay, moving to his left. And rounding third and staying there is Rob Midle. So that'll make it 2-1. So Midle steals second, and he's able to advance to third on a wild pitch. So Courtney will stay in the stretch. Could go to the one if he wanted to. 2-1 pitch. Now ungrounded, foul down the third base side. Sabre Dogs trying to finish strong going into the All-Star break. They had won 12 games in a row. Then that win streak was snapped on Sunday against the Casper Horseheads. So that one is hit high in the air. That one will stay in the infield. Playable for Jace Edwards, and he will make the catch moving to his left for out number 2. So the sac fly fails for Gilland, and that will bring up Juan Durazo.
Number 29, Juan Durazo.
Durazo was 0 for 1 in his first time. He had 3 walks and a strikeout. We'll try to bring home Rob Meidel, who stands at third. Courtney trying to finish second inning unscathed. This is the first pitch. That one is in there for strike one. Raza going for his first hit of the season. That one is in there. Now we'll make it 0-2. Sabre Dogs are the top of the order coming up. In the top of the third, Luke Quick, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. Sets and delivers. That one misses outside, and that will be ball one. Trying to get DeRosa to chase. Doesn't do so. His brother Daniel on deck for the Hotshots if necessary. Here's the pitch. That one is hit towards right field, and that will be caught by St. Powers for out number 3. So once again, the top of the order coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the top of the third. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball here on the YouTube page of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
So it will be Luke Quick, then Mason Dennison and Cruz Taylor coming out for the Sabre Dogs. Quick, his first plate appearance resulted in a walk and came around to score on an RBI double by Mason Dennison as the Sabre Dogs lead 2-0 going into the top of the third. Tyler Courtney allows a single. Rob Meidel steals second and advances to third on a wild pitch, but is stranded as the Sabre Dogs hold the Hotshots scoreless. So Luke Quick comes to the plate, the junior from the University of Oklahoma. Will be a Sooner this fall. Went to community college in northern Oklahoma. This one fouled out of play for strike one. Batted .387 this past year.
That is another core trusting foul ball.
Taking his talents to Norman. See if he can do some damage in the Big 12. Here's the first pitch. Now misses outside. Tell you what, with his speed and his hitting ability, he certainly will give some of those players out of Oklahoma a run for their money for a starting position. Having a fantastic year for the Sabre Dogs this year. As that one misses, even the count at 1-1. Excuse me, 2-1 now the count. Crane sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, and that'll make it 2-2. So Sabre Dogs will travel back to Minot after this game is over and get ready for the team from Gearing, Nebraska. Western Nebraska Pioneers. 2-2 pitch. That one misses to make the count full. Here is the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Number one.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, designated hitter out of the University of West Florida, number 3, Mason Dennison.
So that brings up Mason Dennison. RBI double his first time up. Set, and the pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. Mason Dennison trying to continue his hot streak. Batting .396 in the second half. Most hits on the team in that stretch of 21, and that one's hit well towards left field. That will be caught for out number 1.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, center fielder out of the University of North Georgia, number 11.
So that brings up Cruz Taylor. He reached via a base on balls. Multi-hit day yesterday. Having himself a nice series, batting .375, best on the team during this trip. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Sabre Dogs trying to go for their 13th win on the road this year. Record of 12-9. Record of 8-2 in the month of July. Don't have an off day until the 17th, and that will be a travel day. That'll be their last off day in the regular season, and that one will be low for ball 1, even the count. I guess technically Monday the 5th will be an off day. Some teams do play on August 5th. Sabre Dogs do not. Pier Trappers and the Big Sticks play on the 5th. That will be a big game with playoff implications for both teams. Referring to the Trappers and the Sabre Dogs, of course. Big Sticks already clinched their spot as that one is ripped at the VIP party area sign, as that one make it 1-2. So 2 down for the Hotshots. Durazo, Olsen, and then Glasgow coming up for the Hotshots next. So that one swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll send us to the bottom of the 3rd. Sabre Dogs still lead 2-0. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit KemetDental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs fans, be sure to join us at Corbett Field on July 15th for the opening event of the All-Star Extravaganza, the Visit Minot All-Star Fan Fest. Enjoy great food, get autographs from the players, and enjoy a great family atmosphere. And be sure to stick around for the 2019 All-Star Home Run Derby, where the best sluggers in the Expedition League battled out to see who's the best. If you buy our Extravaganza package, you'll be entered for a chance to be paired up with a competing player to win great prizes. The event starts at 6 p.m. and admission is $5 for everyone. Pre-order your tickets at tickets.ServisValleySaberDogs.com.
Sabre Dogs still on top, 2-0. Going into the bottom of the 3rd, taking a look at Todd Courtney's numbers so far. 2 innings with just 1 hit, no walks, and 1 strikeout with no earned runs. He has faced 7 batters. Coming up for Hub City, Daniel Durazo, Ryan Olsen in the top of the order with Luke Glasgow. So Durazo comes to the plate batting .214 on the year with 12 hits, 11 RBI, and 7 runs with 1 double and 1 home run. Durazo 5 for 20 against the Sabre Dogs this season. Is that one in there for strike 1? Durazo played in the Monday game, went 1 for 4 in that one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On grounded to the first baseman McClintock. Throw to Tyler Courtney. Touches the bag in time for out number 1. And that will bring up Ryan Olson. Batting 227 on the year. 15 hits, 10 runs, and 6 RBI. Hotshots have 19 home runs, with those being spread out to multiple players. More players without a home run than with. Or excuse me, the other way around. More players with a home run than without. It's the first pitch. This is for ball 1 from Tyler Courtney. Courtney goes from the windup this time, and that one misses outside for ball 2. Courtney making his second start. Hasn't been playing very much second base as of late. Is that one grounded to Nick Mastoni, the shortstop. Throw to first will be in time for out number 2. Tyler Courtney's batting numbers, he played in 19 games and played for the majority of the first quarter of the season. 13 hits and 59 ABs with 12 runs, 4 doubles, and 5 RBI. Got out to a pretty slow start, to say the least. And was able to fight his batting average all the way up from 034 all the way up to 220, which is where it sits now. With so much depth in the infield, he's been able to pitch more for the Sabre Dogs this season. First pitch, that one in there for strike 1. Sabre Dogs needing all the help they can get with pitching. Telling the team, if you know any pitchers, let me know so we can get some more pitchers on this team. Velasco taking his time, taking some extra swings. 0 for 1 so far in this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, that one misses for ball 1 somewhere. I think that might have been maybe a little bit too outside. That evens the count up. Now it is hit towards center field. And that will be caught by the leaping Cruz Taylor near the wall.
No hits, no runs.
Fantastic play by the center fielder from North Georgia, and that will send us to the top of the 4th. Sabre Dogs still in control, 2-0. We'll be right back here on the YouTube page of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Sabre Dogs, catcher out of East Central Community College, number 17, Alex.
Sabre Dogs lead 2-0 going into the top of the 4th. Third of this game has concluded as Alex Hay comes to the plate for the second time today. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch. Now misses for ball 1. Sabre Dogs come into this game batting .274 on the season, 4th best batting average in the league. Sabre Dogs also have the second most stolen bases with 131, only behind Spearfish. 1-0, that one misses for ball 2. Alex Hay, 21 for 73 on the year, batting .288 with 25 RBI in his 19 games. To a pitch. That one is slicing foul out of play. I'll make it 2-1.
So the Hotshots approaching the All-Star break.
As for the pitching staff for the Sabre Dogs, they have been pitching well as of late. ERA of 4.60, second best in the league, only behind West Nebraska. Now one is ripped to the shortstop. Glasgow reaches out, can't make the play, and a leadoff base hit from Hay to start at the top of the fourth.
Sabre Dogs, shortstop out of St. Mary's.
Sabre Dogs also have the second lowest whip.
Stoney.
It's at 141 as of right now. I'd like to get that down just a little bit, make things a little bit easier for themselves. So that brings up Nick Stoney, 1-for-1 with a single in the top of the first. First pitch, that one grounded. Same spot. Exact same spot past the outstretched Luke Glasgow, and now put runners on first and second.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, and your K-man for the evening.
So that'll bring up Bo McClintock, his first time up, had a sac fly. Gave the Sabre Dogs their second run of the evening. So the new pitcher for the Hotshots, we're number 16. Oh, nope, still Crane. Just wearing number 16 instead of number 24. Been switching around the jersey numbers. Here is the first pitch to Bo McClintock, and that one in there, strike one. Runners on first and second. Back-to-back hits from Alex Hay and Nick Stoney. Two hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts with 2 innings for Austin Crane. All about the twos. Sabre Dogs is all about 32 right here at the plate. Now want to swing and a miss, making it 0-2. So 4 hits so far by the Sabre Dogs. That has produced 2 runs. Takes a deep breath, the senior from Point University. Crane from the stretch, looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Now when it's hit in the air, that will stay in the park towards right field. And that will be caught by Colton Cox for out number 1. Now leave the runners at first and second. Now we'll bring up Josh Pano, playing second base for the Sabre Dogs this evening. 0-for-1 so far today. Trying to advance or bring home the runners at the on base as of right now. It is Alex Hay at second and Nick Stoney at first. First pitch, that one misses inside for ball 1. Sabre Dogs will face the Pioneers for the first time this season. 8 straight games against the team from Gearing, Nebraska. They are all playing on fire right now, as that one misses low for ball 2. Some of the best pitching that we have seen in this league is all on Western Nebraska. To a pitch, swing and a miss, big cut there from Pano. Here comes the 2-1 pitch coming up from Austin Crane. And that one in there for strike 2.
Western Nebraska with a 3.04 ERA as a team, which is 1.6 better than the Sabre Dogs. There's that 460s. That one is grounded at the shortstop. Last go, double play ball if they hurry. Throw to first will be in time, and that will end the inning. Sabre Dogs strand one. That will send us to the bottom of the fourth. Sabre Dogs lead at 2-0. We'll be right back.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Sabre Dogs lead 2-0 going into the bottom of the third as the Hotshots will bring up Colton Cox, the 2-3-4 hitters coming up with Jake Anderson on deck and Rob Meidel in the hole. That part of the order 0 for 3 so far today. Colton Cox trying to change that right here. First pitch. That one misses low. 4-1. That is pitch number 26 of the night for Tyler Courtney. Has 18 strikes and 7 balls. Sabre Dogs have 4 hits and 2 runs, no errors. Hotshots 1 hit, no runs, and no errors. Misses upstairs, 4-2. From Tyler Courtney's previous start, he went just 3 innings. He's in his 4th here, and in his first and only relief effort here at Possum Field, he went 6 innings. 2-0, that one in there for strike 1. Sabre Dogs trying to incorporate him into the starting rotation with a couple moving pieces, including Hunter Rubidoux. 2-1 pitch. That one misses for ball 3. Also Bradley Spooner possibly moving back to the bullpen for the Sabre Dogs on a inning count from his coaches at UNLV. 3-1 pitch. And that one in there, strike 2 as Cox flips his bat. I think it's ball 4. So Bradley Spooner going back to the bullpen is great news for literally everyone except for the Sabre Dogs. Lowest ERA in the league at 0.23. Giving up just 1 earned run in 40 innings. 3-2 pitch. That one is hit to Nick Mastoni. Goes to his knee, comes to his feet. Throw to first in time for out number 1. And that will bring up Jake Anderson.
Third baseman out of the University of Colorado.
0 for 1 on the day.
Number 15, Jake Anderson.
Batting .348 on the season with 24 RBI, which is tied for the most on the team with Rob Meidel. As a team leading 47 hits, 23 runs, and 16 doubles, which is one of the best in the league. Actually, the second best in the league, only behind Sean Secalier. First pitch, that one ripped foul down the third base side for strike 1. Against the Sabre Dogs, Anderson batting .297, 11 hits, which is the most on the team out of 37 at-bats. And deservedly going to the All-Star game at Corbett Field on Tuesday night. 0-1 pitch. Now one ripped right to the third baseman, Jace Edwards, and caught for out number 2.
Now batting for the Hotshots.
And that will bring up Rob Meidel, 1 for 1, reached via a singles last time up. Tyler Courtney trying to go 1-2-3 for the second time today. Allowed just the one hit with no walks, no hit by pitches. Has been just overall a very clean first 4 innings for Tyler Courtney. Here's the lefty, the catcher for the Hotshots. First pitch, breaking ball. That one misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 2. Sabre Dogs will bring up Sam Powers, Jace Edwards, and Luke Quick in the top of the 5th. And that one in there, strike 1 to make it 2-1. 2 down, nobody on for Tyler Courtney. Two-one pitch. Foul tip, and that'll make it strike 2. Courtney would love some run support here. He had 2 runs in the top of the first from an RBI by Mason Dennison and an RBI sac fly from Bo McClintock. Other than that, nothing else going on for either team. 2-2 pitch. That one misses away for ball 3 to make the count full. Courtney, a very open stance working from the windup. 3-2 pitch, that one fouled back, we'll do it again. Taking a look at the scores around the league here. Which City and Badlands about to get underway in about a couple minutes. Hastings and Spearfish in the top of the first, scoreless there, and in the bottom of the 4th between Casper and Fremont. Horseheads lead on the road 4-3. That one's hit high in the air, slicing. In play, Nick Mastoni will try to make the catch, and he will have it for out number 3. So we will head to the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. We'll be right back.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs fans, we're just 1 week away from the biggest event of the summer, the 2019 All-Star Extravaganza. The extravaganza starts on July 15th with the Visit Minot All-Star Fan Fest and Home Run Derby, and ends on July 16th with a luncheon at the Sleep Inn and Suites, followed by the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance. Be sure to check out the All-Star Extravaganza package for admission to all the festivities, starting at just $49. For more information, and be sure to pre-order your tickets, visit tickets.ServisValleySabreDogs.com.
First pitch to Sam Powers is in the air to Luke Lasko, the shortstop. He'll make the play for out number 1. Sabre Dogs lead it 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Jared Sleppy live to you from Possum Field in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Game 3 of this 3-game series. Split the first 2 games. Sabre Dogs won game 1 4-3 and lost yesterday 11-9. So that will bring up Jace Edwards for the Sabre Dogs. 0 for 1. As Austin Crane going back to work for the Hotshots. He's went 4 1/3 with 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. As that one is in there for strike 1. Just 4 hits for the Sabre Dogs, only 1 for the Hotshots. That was the only base runner that they have had all day long. And that one misses, even to count 1-1. And that one misses for ball 2, barely. To a pitch from Crane to Edwards. That one in there for strike 2 to even the count. So we'll keep an eye out on all those scores throughout the evening as Pierre taking on West Nebraska in about 30 minutes or so. 2-2 pitch, fouled out of play.
That is another four-trusting foul ball.
Between those two teams, that'll be game 3, as yesterday they had a double player in Gearing, in which the Pioneers won both of those games. Then after they are done with the Pioneers today, they have 8 straight games against the Badlands Big Sticks. Actually 7, my mistake. 2-2. That one is hit towards left center field. And that will be caught a few feet short of the track for out number 2. So that will bring up Luke Quick. Top of the order, coming up for the Sabre Dogs for the 3rd time today. He is 0 for 1 with a run, reached via a walk, and also has a strikeout. Came around to score thanks to an RBI double in the first inning by Mason Dennison. First pitch. That one missed outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Now on grounded to the second baseman on the run. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Hotshots. That'll send us to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 2-0. We'll be right back.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
This game flying by. We're halfway through. We've only been playing for about an hour. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. Only runs coming in the top of the 1st. So the Hotshots will bring up Joe Guidry. He'll have the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up with Spencer Gilland on deck and Juan Durazo in the hole. 3 batters collectively 0 for 3 so far today. First pitch from Courtney. That one in there, strike 1, as it's been a nearly flawless outing for Tyler Courtney. Just 1 hit allowed with no walks and no earned runs with 1 strikeout. On a breaking ball, hit down the third base line. Fielded by Edwards, throw to first, long play in time for out number 1.
Now batting for the Hotshots, Designated hitter out of North Dakota.
So that'll bring up Spencer Gilland, who was 0 for 1.
Number 2.
Not just today, but on his season. His first play appearance of the year was last night. He walked. They came in and pinch hit. Here is the first pitch. Now in the dirt for ball 1. Scooped by the catcher, Alex Hay. Here's 1-0. Now misses inside, make it 2-0. So Courtney really not wasting any time here. Goes a lot quicker when he's in the windup. 2-0 pitch. Now misses for ball 3. Only one inning where Tyler Courtney has allowed a base runner. 3-0 pitch. That is in there. Strike 1 to keep Courtney alive in the AB. 3-1 pitch. Now I'm going to sit well towards left center field. Backing up is Luke Quick. And it is a 2-1 game.
And that is a home run by Spencer.
So Spencer Gilland's first hit as a hot shot is a solo home run. And that cuts the lead to 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Second hit of the day. So that will bring up Juan Durazo, who was 0 for 1. In his career as a hot shot, he is 0 for 2 with 3 walks.
Now batting for the Hotshots. First baseman out of Western Oregon, number 29.
Courtney's going to try to regroup here.
Durazo!
Last night, Lockster Camp got the start and gave up a season-high 10 hits and 10 runs. Only 4 of them were earned, however. That one's fouled. A line drive, almost hitting a fan over there on the first base side. That makes the count 0-1. The 1 pitch. That one misses. Outside, they'll make it 1-1. So Lockster Camp picked up the loss yesterday. He's now 2-1 on the season. ERA now at 2.96. As that one misses for ball 2. One of the 7 Sabre Dogs All-Stars and one of the 3 from the pitching staff, with Caldwell and Bradley Spooner being the other 2. Oh, Tyler Courtney pitching like an all-star right now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, and that'll make it 2-2. Good call there, and that will even up the count with 1 down, nobody aboard. Wind up in the pitch. Now misses low, make the count full. Good at bat here by Juan Durazo so far, staying alive. Here's the wind up in the pitch. Now going to sit towards right field, backing up is Sam Powers, hooking, and they'll be caught by Sam Powers for out number 2. And that will bring up Daniel Durazo, 0 for 1, batting .211 on the year.
Left fielder out of New Mexico, number 34, Daniel Durazo.
Durazo goes to New Mexico. Rival university of Ryan Olson's New Mexico State. Got some Lobos and some Aggies both on the Hotshots. Here's the first pitch. Now misses for ball 1. The pitch, that one foul tipped, even up the count at 1-1. Sabre Dogs trying to hang on to their lead, which has been cut to 1, thanks to a solo shot from Spencer Gilland. 1-1 pitch. On grounded to Bo McClintock, and he will get the unassisted out to end the inning. So that will bring up Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Alex Hay in the top of the 6th. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
2-1 Sabre Dogs lead. Solo shot from Spencer Gilland. Breaks the scoreless spell for the Hotshots. Sabre Dogs bring up the 2-3-4 holes in the top of the 6th. Mason Dennison leads off. 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI double back in the first inning. Been a while since the Sabre Dogs scored in terms of innings, not in terms of time. This game has been flying by. Pitcher's duel between Austin Crane and Tyler Courtney is the first pitch, and they're strike 1. Courtney has went 5 innings with 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. Be 5 innings by mistake. 0-1, that one fouled back. That'll make it 0-2. See what the Sabre Dogs do in terms of their pitching staff moving forward. Tyler Courtney not used to going deep into games, at least for the Sabre Dogs. Deepest outing was here against the Hotshots at Fossum Field back in mid-June, as that one misses 4-1. Went 6 innings in that game, as it was in a relief outing, and then his first and only start of the year. Prior to today, went 3 innings. In those 9 innings, didn't give up a single run, as that solo shot by Gilland was the first earned run he had allowed, as that one fouled back to keep Mason Dennison alive. Crane waits, goes to work from the stretch. 1-2 pitch. Now misses low to even the count 2-2. Been a while since the Sabre Dogs have even gotten a hit. I'm going to change that right here. Here's a 2-2. That one is hit towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Around first, a big round, but he will stay at first.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs.
And that will bring up Cruz Taylor, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Cruz Taylor.
So no Chauncey Collier today, as he is missing just the 4th game of the season. Game number 43 has started in 39. As Cruz Taylor is going to pass him up in game started. This is his 40th start. Crane works from the stretch, looks over at first. Now fouled back as Dennison fakes a steal and tries to psych out Austin Crane. Dennison likes to jump for joy over there before the pitcher even goes to the plate. He's been picked off 3 times because of it. We'll see what he does here. Flat-footed here. Go back over to first. That's a little lob over there. Mason Dennison not with a huge lead there. Cruz Taylor awaits the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. And that one's in there for strike 2. Fastball in the inside portion of the strike zone. Alex Hay on deck for the Sabre Dogs. Like to get to him with a couple runners on scoring position here. Been playing very well against the Hotshots. Dennison going to second, swinging a miss. That's strike 3. They will not get the throw out at second. So Dennison advances. He's in scoring position with 1 out, and that will bring up Alex Hay. 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout.
East Central Community College, number 17.
Dennison gets his 17th steal of the year, steal number 132 by the team. Dennison gets his lead over at second. Glasgow kind of drifting towards second base, keeping him in check. Can't count out the fact that Mason might steal third here. First pitch. Check swing, didn't go, misses low for ball 1. So Crane goes to work from the stretch, behind the count 1-0. Lefty from East Central Community College. Catching this evening for the Sabre Dogs, Alex Hay at the plate. 1-0 pitch. And that one misses low for ball 2. Sabre Dogs trying to win their second series here at Fossum Field. These two teams have played 11 times so far this year. 7-4 is the Sabre Dogs record against Hub City. Now on grounded, foul. That one hits the ankle of Hay and bounces to his left. Now we'll make it 2-1. So 1 out for the Sabre Dogs here in the top of the 6th with a runner on second. They lead 2-1. 2 runs in the top of the 1st, an RBI double for Mason Dennison and a sac fly for Boba Clintock and Spencer Gilland. Previous half inning in the bottom of the 5th went deep on Tyler Courtney, giving up his first earned run of the year to make it 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one foul tip. Strike 2. So Mastoni is on deck for the Sabre Dogs. He's having himself a nice day. 2 for 2. So Crane waits for Alex Hay to get set. And now gets the signal he wants. Looks back at second. Does a quick double take. 2-2 pitch. And that one misses low for ball 3. So Austin Crane, from his stretch, he has both of his feet fairly similar, or assuming fairly close to each other. Doesn't have to turn his head very much to look over at second. Also hides the ball a little bit better from the batter. Takes a lot of practice to get fully set and whip it around at home plate accurately. 3-2 pitch. And that one misses for ball 4. Runners now on first and second for Mastoni.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs.
Coming into today's game, batting .282. 11 hits on the year, making it 13 after 2 hits today. 13 for 41. So the Sabre Dogs are in business here in the top of the 6th. Austin Crane allowing his 3rd walk of the game. First pitch. And that one is in there, strike 1. Taking a look at some of the scores around the league. Weed City and Badlands scoreless in the top of the 2nd. Same with Hastings and Spearfish in the bottom of the 2nd. Casper leads Fremont on the road 7-6 in the bottom of the 5th, and still West Nebraska and Pierre has not started yet. They get underway in about 10 minutes. Runner goes. That is Dennison heading for 3rd, and the throw's going to be over the head of Jake Anderson. And he's going to be able to score, and that will make it 3-1. And Alex Hay advances to second base. I'll go down as an E2 thanks to a wild throw by Rob Meidel that will score Mason Dennison. That is his 2nd run of the day, as well as his 2nd stolen base as he steals 2nd and 3rd. Sabre Dogs get their first run in over 5 innings. So the lead right back to 2 after Spencer Gillen cuts it to 1 in the previous half inning. 1-1 pitch. That one is ripped up the middle to the second baseman. Throw to first in time, and that will advance Alex Hay over to third. That brings up Bo McClintock, who is 0 for 1 with a sac fly in the first inning.
Number 32, Bo.
See if he can bring in Alex Hay from third. So no action going on in the Hotshots bullpen. A couple guys standing over there, but not any movement. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. Lyle had to go to his feet to get that one. So if you don't already, be sure to follow at PennDogs with 2 S's. That's PENDOGSS. That's the Dogs in the Pen Sabre Dogs bullpen page, as that one is in there for strike 1 to even the count. I do a lot of fun stuff on there, include giving nightly weather reports from Nathaniel Brenzer Mendoza, as well as just all the crazy post-game celebration shenanigans that they do. It's just a lot of fun, and be sure to subscribe to them whenever you can, or follow them, whatever it is. And that one misses for ball 2. I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're pretty dedicated to the Sabre Dogs team. I bet you already follow that page. Has a nice little following so far. I'd like to keep growing that, as they actually got a news feature on KX News this past week. That was pretty fun, as that one misses inside for ball 3. George Loxerkamp, Bradley Spooner, and Nathaniel Brenzer Mendoza running the page. Just kind of keeping the guys loose out there in the bullpen. And they have been pitching great this season. As of right now, they won't really need the bullpen with how Tyler Courtney's pitching. So here's a 3-1 pitch to Bo McClintock, and that one is hit in the air towards right field. And that will be caught by Colton Cox in right field for the final out. The Sabre Dogs add a run, and that will send us to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
Sabre Dogs lead 3-1 going into the bottom of the 6th. As Tyler Courtney comes out for his 6th inning of work, he has been nothing short of fantastic. He's went 5 innings, allowed just 2 hits with 1 earned run, the solo shot from Spencer Gillen in the bottom of the 5th, with no walks and 1 strikeout in the 17 batters he has faced. So he'll face the 9-1-2 hitters, Ryan Olson, Luke Glasgow, and Colton Cox. And no hits from any of those hitters. Olson 0 for 1 with a .224 batting average. Being updated as the game goes along. First pitch in there, strike 1, fastball. Sabre Dogs trying to take care of business after getting a run from Mason Dennison, who stole 2nd and 3rd, then came home on a bad throw by Rob Meidel down to 3rd, as that one is in there for a strike. 0-2 pitch. Now in the dirt, trying to get Olsen to chase. Does not do so, and it'll be 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And that one misses for ball 2. Sabre Dogs trying to find some consistency. They found it for a while with that win streak, but now playing some stiffer competition has kind of lost it with the hitting and the pitching. Kind of out of whack is that one a breaking ball hitting the center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Third hit of the day for the Hotshots. Basically what I mean by that is trying to find both great pitching and great hitting on the same night instead of one or the other. So, for instance, you have one day's game, you have really good pitching that allows just 3 runs, but the offense only gets 4. And then last night, you have really good hitting that gets 9 runs off of 9 hits, but pitching was not the best. So, trying to find that medium, and if they're able to find that on a constant basis, this team is going to win a lot of games moving forward in the second half. First pitch to leadoff man Luke Glasgow in there for strike 1. Glasgow 0 for 2 on the day, batting .254 on the season. So Courtney working from the stretch for the first time in a few innings. That one misses. They'll even the count at 1-1. Sabre Dogs have lost 2 of their last 3 games, but they have won 13 of their last 15. 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2. Sabre Dogs have really found stability in the middle of their hitting order with Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Collier, and Bo McClintock, with Alex Hay also getting himself in the mix, and that one is lined foul down the right field line. Also getting a lot of consistency from the bullpen. We do have a couple of guys that have struggled the past few outings that have played well, like Chase Mapson. Like to get him back to his first half form. Went about 6 innings with a ERA under 1.5, then had 1 bad outing against Casper. Has been inconsistent since then. As that one misses in the dirt, make it 2-2. Actually, make it 3-2. My mistake.
Next batter is going to be Colton Cox. He's 0 for 2 today as well.
There's nobody out. We're on first. That one is hit towards left field, and that will drop for a base hit. Rounding second, hang for third, and they are going to hold Olsen on at third. So now runners on second and third. Nobody out for Colton Cox. That is hit number 4 of the day for the Hotshots, back-to-back.
Now batting for the Hotshots, right fielder out of South Dakota State.
So Tyler Courtney looking a little tired out there.
Cox!
He'll face Colton Cox, who was 0 for 2 on the evening. Tying run at second base for the Hotshots. Leading run at the plate. First pitch. That one is hit towards left field. That one's hooking, and that will drop for another base hit. And that will be a 2-run double from Colton Cox, and it is now tied 3-3. So back-to-back-to-back hits from the Hotshots after this offense had not been producing at all in this game. And all of a sudden, things are new here at Aberdeen. Brand new ball game is now a mound visit from pitching coach Justin Mulvaney. That will give us some time to talk about the scores around the league. As bottom of the second, Weed City and Badlands are scoreless. Hastings and Spearfish also scoreless in the top of the third. Casper at Fremont in the bottom of the fifth. Horseheads lead 7-6, and West Nebraska and Pierre getting things going in the top of the first, as first pitch was set for 7:05 local time. as we now have a couple Sabre Dogs warming up in the bullpen. Give them some extra time. That brings up Jake Anderson. Anderson 0 for 2 on the day. Leading runner at second. You're tied 3-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch. That one in the dirt. That one pops up in the air and lands in front of Alex Hay, and that allows plenty of time for Colton Cox to advance to third base. I've seen that a lot in the past few days. Mainly to opponents, but a ball bounce off the dirt, pop high in the air, and the catcher's looking all around trying to find it, and then it just drops right in front of him, and that allows the runner to advance. Just an unfortunate scenario for whoever the catcher is. This time, the victim is Alex Hay. So now runner on third, still nobody out for the Hotshots. 2 RBI double from Colton Cox as that one misses low for ball 2. Big series coming up against West Nebraska for the Sabre Dogs. Would like to get a win before that to kind of pad their record. As that one misses. West Nebraska is 11-1 in the second half on a 9-game winning streak. 3-0 pitch. That one misses in the dirt for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk with runners on the corners. And that will do it for Tyler Courtney. So we will send it to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs Baseball.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Number 8.
So Rob Meidel comes to the plate.
Meidel!
He had a hit back in the second inning. He's 1 for 2. Runners in the corners for the new pitcher for the Sabre Dogs, Colton Bridges. Pitched on Monday in his third outing. He's allowed 5 earned runs with 3 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 7 hits. First pitch, that one misses outside for ball 1. An ERA of 12.26 for Bridges, 2.45 whip, and 9.81 strikeouts for 9 innings. No decisions so far. 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for strike one. Even the count 1-1. Righty from Emmanuel College. Teammates with Justin Henley. Colton Bridges gave up a pair of runs on Monday. 1-1 pitch. That one grounded foul down the first base side, as that could have been interesting there for the Sabre Dogs. As would have been an easy unassisted out at third, but then after that, he had a runner on third who could have possibly headed for home. So that is a few moment for Rob Meidel. Make it 1-2. Here's the 1-2. That one also ripped down the first base side towards the Sabre Dogs dugout. Jason Mapston jumping over the fence and grabbing the ball away from Sam Powers. Oh, yeah, I love his enthusiasm. It's so great to see him just having fun out there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Now misses for ball two. That'll even up the count. Sabre Dogs had a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the sixth with 2 runs thanks to a 2 RBI hit from Colton Cox. That one fouled back and out of play. And they'll keep it at 2-2. It's been a long inning so far for the Sabre Dogs, and end is still a long ways away with nobody out. Two-two pitch. And that one hits the batter, and that will have the bases loaded with nobody out. And that will bring up Joe Guidry, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Coming into this at bat, batting 278.
The Hotshots, center fielder out of Spring Hill College, number 10, Joe Guidry.
Scores around the league. Still scoreless between Wheat City and Badlands in the top of the third. We finally have a score between Hastings and Spearfish. Sasquatch lead 2-0 as the first pitch fouled back by Guidry. Spearfish lead the Sasquatch again 2-0. They lead Hastings 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Fremont leads Casper 9-7 in the bottom of the sixth, and still no score between West Nebraska and Pierre. That one is hit towards center field. Chris Taylor moving to his left at the track. It is caught. That'll be definitely deep enough for the run to score. Throw down to second will not be in time. So everyone advances, and that will make it 4-3 in favor of Hub City. Runners now on second and third with one out.
Now batting for the Hotshots, designated hitter out of North Dakota State University, number 2, Spencer Gillen.
Spencer Gillen comes to the plate. Had a solo bomb his second time up. Stoney playing in. So is the rest of the infield, expecting a bunt as that first pitch misses for ball one, down low. Edwards playing his normal position. Stoney on the infield grass. So is Bo McClintock. Pano just a step away from the infield grass. Now steps in. 1-0 pitch. That one in there. Strike one on the inside corner. It was a 7-run inning in the bottom of the sixth for the Hotshots. That was the difference in yesterday's game. Now a 3-run bottom of the sixth here tonight. Swing and a miss. Strike two. A correction, that was the bottom of the fifth yesterday. They blew up. Hotshots had 1 run in the bottom of the fifth here tonight. So runner still on second and third with just 1 out. 1-2 count coming up from Bridges. Sets and delivers. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Throw down to first. That will be in time. And Anderson will stay at third. So now runners on second and third still with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Hotshots. First baseman out of Western Oregon.
That will bring up Juan Durazo.
Juan
0 for 2 on the day.
Durazo!
Yesterday was 0 for 1 with a strikeout and 3 walks. First pitch. In there, strike 1. Fastball by Bridges. SaberDogs trying not to let that lead grow any larger than it is already. 4-3 Hotshots are on top. 0-1 in the dirt. Nice stop from Alex Hay behind the plate, keeping that in front of him. And that will even the count up at 1-1 with 2 away. Today considered one of the worst days in all of sports. Not a whole lot going on with the All-Star break going on and it being in the middle of the summer. No college sports going on. Usually, I mean, last year they had the Ocho on ESPNU. I don't think they have that going on this year. As that one misses low for ball 2. Have stuff on like cornhole. Saw this incredible cornhole clip on Twitter this morning. It was on Barstool Sports Twitter page. Would highly recommend going and following them. It's not an endorsement, but it's just overall a great Twitter page to follow. A lot of great entertainment and sports-related content there. Sure, you're probably aware of it. Pretty popular by now. Was that one misses low for ball 3. So basically, the bag was right behind the hole, and the guy basically asked his teammate, should I knock the beanbag out and have it go in? And said, yeah, if you can do it. And the announcer said it was considered one of the most difficult shots in all of cornhole, and dude does it with no problem. So they're going to intentionally walk Juan Durazo, and that will bring up Daniel Durazo with bases loaded, 2 outs.
Now batting for the Hotshots. Left fielder out of New Mexico. Number 34, Daniel Durazo!
The Bridges sets. Here's a first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Daniel Durazo 0 for 2 on the day.
Hotshots lead 4-3, bases loaded, and 2 outs here on the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs across the plate in this inning.
Bases are loaded again with 2 outs. 5 hits apiece for both teams. 4 runs for the Hotshots, 3 for the SaberDogs. That one misses low. A breaking ball evens up the count 1-1. So last night, no Joe Guidry and no Jake Anderson, but no problem for the Hotshots. They took care of business. And tonight, no Chauncey Collier. They now trail by 1. That one foul tip off the glove of Alex Hay, make it 1-2. Collier was 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts, and Josh Pano came in and pinch hit for him in the top of the 9th. A very rare instance. Just giving him a day off to clear his head. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. So the SaberDogs trail 4-3 going into the top of the 7th. You're listening to SaberDogs Baseball.
Thank you for joining us for Beach Night tonight here at Boston Field. The series finale.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? And An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Austin Crane out for another inning. Taking a look at his stats, has pitched solidly so far this evening with 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. He'll take on Josh Payno to lead off with Sam Powers on deck and Jace Edwards in the hole. The 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Sabre Dogs as they trail 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Head coach Corey Thompson, pitching coach for the Sabre Dogs is Justin Mulvaney, third base coach, and infield coach is Brock Bockham, and first base and hitting coach Ben Bennett. Head coach for the Hotshots, Jacob Jarrow, and assistant coach Lance Fairchild. First pitch, that one foul down the third base side, strike 1. Payno 0 for 2 on the day, batting .224 this season. Team leading 13 RBI here in the second half. 0-1 pitch. And that one is in there.
It's only 2.
I guess that's in there for strike 3. And now Corey Thompson just been thrown out of the game. He was arguing balls and strikes here, and it's so quiet in this place you can actually hear everything he says. So that will be it for head coach Corey Thompson getting his words in. As the second time he's been thrown out tonight, or excuse me, this season. Other time was early on this season. It was in the top of the 9th with bases loaded and 2 outs. That was against Fremont, if I remember correctly. So that should have been, I think. Well, I think why he was mad about that is we had that right. That should have been just strike 2, and the ump called it strike 3. Wow, I can't believe that. I've never seen that before. A 2-pitch strikeout. I mean, I can see why head coach Corey Thompson got thrown out of the game. That is the incompetence by the officials this season overall in the Expedition League has just been unbelievable. Oh my goodness, just all around, from everywhere we go. I mean, it just does not get any better. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the one that I mention all the time is Alex Hayes' home run here at Fossum Field. It was a good 8-9 feet foul to the right of the foul pole, and they called it a home run. I mean, it's not just one way. It's both ways, and it's been terrible all year long. So I feel Coach Thompson there, a 2-pitch strikeout. And that will bring up Sam Powers. First pitch. That one is hit towards left field well. Down the line, and that is going to be out of here! And he makes up for it with a home run. And we are tied 4-4. Gives a very audible let's go to his head coach Corey Thompson. He says, if you're going to throw out my coach on a 2-pitch strikeout, then I'm going to go deep. And Sam Powers hits his first home run of the year.
Is that kid's first home run?
And that will bring up Jace Edwards.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, third baseman out of Spokane Falls Community College, number 15.
0 for 2 on the day.
Edwards.
And it's a brand new ball game here from Fossum Field. First pitch. That one's hit high in the air. In on the infield. Luke Glasgow calling for it. And that will be dropped!
Rounding first and hitting for second. As the Hotshots dugout was taunting the pop out, and he dropped it. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, the absolute payback right there. That is fantastic. So now runner on second with one out. Now I'll bring up Luke Quick. Justice is alive and well here at Fossum Field. First a home run and then a drop pop-up after a two-pitch strikeout to Josh Pano. Things have really turned here at Fossum Field. And that brings up Luke Quick, 0 for 2 with a run and a strikeout as well as a walk. First pitch. Now foul back into the screen for strike one. So Cranes win 6 2/3 with 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Nobody in the Hotshots bullpen. 0-1 pitch. Now misses up and away, even the count 1-1. Mason Dennison on deck for the Sabre Dogs. Luke Quick coming into today's game, batting .269 on the year. Here is a 1-1. And that one misses low for ball 2. Two 2-1 pitch. That one in there for strike 2 to even the count. Count is even. We're on second as Jace Edwards reached via a drop pop-up. That's a grounder to the third baseman Anderson. Throw to first, and that will be in time, and Edwards will stay put.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, designated hitter out of the University of West Florida.
That will bring up Mason Dennison, who is 2 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI. It was an RBI double back in the first inning. He gets his third hit here. That will bring home the leading run. Here's the first pitch. Foul back, strike 1. So 6 hits from the Sabre Dogs so far today. With their 4 runs, as for the Hotshots, they have 5 hits in their 4 runs with a defensive error. Inning led off with a 2-strike strikeout to Josh Pano. That one in the dirt, making it 1-1. And then St. Powers proceeded to hit a solo bomb to left field. And Jace Edwards hit a lazy fly ball to the shortstop Luke Glasgow, and he dropped it. Hotshots were yelling and screaming the entire pop-up while it was in the air and kind of making fun of Jace Edwards. And then when he dropped it, the Sabre Dogs dugout proceeded to erupt. 1-1 pitch. Now foul back, making it 1-2 into the parking lot.
That is another Ford Trust Me foul ball. Returning to the concession stand for $1.
This series has had twists and turns between these 2 games. Just a 3-run differential. Actually, between these 3 games, if you include our 4-4 tie here this afternoon. 1-2 pitch. That one misses in the dirt, making the count even. Weed City out to a 3-0 lead against Badlands in the top of the 4th. Spearfish leads Hastings 3-1 in the top of the 4th as well, and Fremont leads Casper 12-7 in the top of the 7th. 2-2 pitch, foul back, staying alive. 3rd foul ball during this AB.
That is another Ford Trust Me.
Still no score between West Nebraska and Pierce. No rain in the area, so I'm not quite sure what the holdup is, whether something's going on with some sort of delay there, or just whoever is recording the game doesn't have point streak. I've had that happen a few times. The 2-2 pitch coming up from Austin Crane. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. The Sabre Dogs tie the game with a solo shot from Sam Powers. We'll be right back. We are tied 4-4.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Colton Bridges out for the Sabre Dogs for his second inning of work. In his first inning, he allowed no earned runs, but gave up a few, which ended up being charged to Tyler Courtney. Also had 2 strikeouts. The Sabre Dogs tie the game with a solo bomb to left field from Sam Powers, as Corey Thompson has been ejected from this game.
For the Hotshots, second baseman out of New Mexico State.
That will bring up number 25, Ryan Olson. Batting ninth for the Hotshots, 1 for 2 with a run so far today. Glasgow is on deck, and Colton Cox is in the hole. First pitch to Olson is hit towards center field. Cruz Taylor will make a few steps in to make the catch for out number 1. So a good start from Bridges, who has not had a great start to his season. But to get a couple of good outings here, build up his confidence, and have him come in some clutch late inning scenarios, because they'll need him. Pitching staff needing all the arms that they can get, and Colton Bridges has been the latest addition for the Sabre Dogs this year. First pitch, that one misses for Luke Glasgow. It was 1 for 3 with a run. Most recent hit came in the bottom of the 6th, in which the Hotshots got 3 runs to make it 4-3. Here's 1-0. And that one is in there. Strike 1 to even the count. Bridges working from the stretch. He sets and gets ready for his 22nd pitch so far in his outing. And that one misses low, making it 2-1. That one also misses low for ball 3. They get 3-1. Love to see Bridges go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. He has not had a 1-2-3 inning as a Sabre Dog. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one's in there, strike 2 to make the count full. Here's the pitch. Now it misses outside for ball 4. That is his first walk that he has allowed so far today. And that will bring up Colton Cox. Had a 2 RBI double back in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3 with a run. First pitch. That one misses for ball 1. One-0. Hit towards left field, but foul out of play for strike 1 to even the count. I'd like to thank all of our listeners on YouTube for tuning in to tonight's game. YouTube page of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs, the only place where you can listen to Sabre Dogs games on the road. Home games you can listen to this stream or ExpeditionLeague.tv or 1390 KRRZ as the 1-1 pitch is in the dirt, and taking off is Luke Lasco as he gets a steal. Hotshots far from a stealing team, as that was just their 26th steal of the year, over 100 behind the Sabre Dogs. 2-1 pitch. That one in there to even the count 2-2. Earn a scoring position with 1 out. Colton Bridges trying to get out of the inning, keeping the game tied at 4. Now stepping off and looking back at second, Josh Payne not really holding on Glasgow. Two-two pitch. Now misses low, and that'll make the count full. So Cox stands in after his 2 RBI double in the previous inning. Seeing if he can produce yet again. 3-2 pitch. That one is hit, a little blooper, and that one will be over the head of Jason Anderson, but foul down the third base side. Been a wild game so far, just a wild series in general, as every single game has been close. The Sabre Dogs were unable to come back yesterday as they trailed 10-3 and lost 11-9. In the first game, Sabre Dogs won that one 4-3 as the Hotshots tried to come back. That one is hit foul down the third base side, and that will keep it 3-2. Here is the 3-2 pitch from Bridges. That one a slow grounder past the pitcher, and that one's in a bad spot in the infield as Josh Pena picks it up, and that's going to be an infield base hit that will advance Glasgow over to third. Slowly hit enough past the pitcher, Colton Bridges, and in between Bo McClintock and Josh Pena. So his second hit of the day, the first hot shot with a multi-hit game, and that will bring up Jake Anderson 0-for-2 on the day with a walk. Comes into today's game with the third best batting average on the team and second best amongst the active players, with Willie Loujois no longer on the team. Just behind Mason King among the active players with a .348 average. Here's the first pitch to Anderson. That one was fouled back by the third baseman from the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs.
That is another poor trusting foul ball.
So 6 hits and 4 runs for both teams. Only difference between 1 error from the Hotshots. Right now, Nick Mastoni trying to fight the sun over. There is the shortstop for the Sabre Dogs. He has sunglasses, but putting his glove up to shield himself from it. Shadows and whatnot being a factor here. 0-1, breaking ball. That one is hit up and over the head of Josh Pano, and that will bring home the leading run. Throw down to third will be off the back of Colton Cox, and that is an RBI single from Jake Anderson. That is his 25th RBI of the season, his 48th hit, and that makes it 5-4.
Catcher out of Minnesota State Mankato, number 8, Rob Meidel.
That brings up Rob Meidel, who is 1-for-2. Base hit back in the bottom of the second. He's also reached via a hit by pitch. First pitch fouled back into the screen for strike one. Still just one out with runners on the corners. So the Hotshots are not done here in the bottom of the seventh. Now it's hit towards right field, coming into Sam Powers, and that will be caught as he slides to make the play. Throw to the plate will be cut off by Bo McClintock, and that will make it 6-4. Sam Powers avoids any further damage by making a nice sliding play, but is now a 2-run lead for the Hotshots. And that will bring up Joe Guidry. Anderson stays at first.
Center fielder out of Spring Hill College, number 10, Joe Guidry.
Guidry 0 for 2. This one is hit to Jace Anderson, throw over to second, and that will end the inning. Sabre Dogs now trail 6-4. We'll go to the top of the 8th coming up after this.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs fans, join us this Saturday, July 13th, as the Sabre Dogs take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers on Ace's birthday and Scout Night. Come on out and celebrate your favorite furry mascot's B-Day alongside his mascot friends. We're also proud to host local Boy Scouts for a night of fun and a sleepover right on the field. Be sure to come out to the game to collect the first set of this year's player trading cards, courtesy of Farmers Union Insurance. And be on the lookout for a Saturday night special on a piece of merchandise. Pre-order your tickets at tickets.SourisValleySaberDogs.com today, and don't miss the exciting family fun entertainment at Corbett Field.
Cruz Taylor will lead off for the Sabre Dogs in the top of the 8th. As Austin Crane coming out for the 8th inning. He's went for 7 innings with 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. As for Cruz Taylor, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a walk. First pitch misses for ball 1. So the Sabre Dogs trail now 6-4. Now misses for ball 2. And a wild, wacky one here from Fossum Field. A 2-strike strikeout in the previous inning, as that one makes it ball 3, and that got head coach Corey Thompson ejected, and then that was followed up with a solo shot from Sam Powers, followed by an error by the Hotshots that allowed Jace Edwards to get to second base on an easy pop-up. 3-0 pitch. And a 4-pitch walk to start the inning, and Cruz Taylor is allowed first base for his second walk today. And that will bring up Alex Hay, who is 1 for 2, a walk and a strikeout to his name so far.
Catcher out of East Central Community College, number 17, Alex Hay.
They had a 3-run bomb yesterday in the top of the 7th. It was over the center field wall. The wind really helped it out. There's a lot of the home runs yesterday. Probably would have been routine flyouts without the wind blowing out. Winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. This evening, a little bit calmer. Winds about maybe 10 miles an hour. Blowing out to right field to start out towards left field. It's kind of swirled over to the right. Here's the 1-0 pitch. 5 straight balls from Austin Crane. Now I'll throw back over to first. Checking up on Cruz Taylor, who has 9 stolen bases on the year.
6 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for the Hotshots. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Sabre Dogs.
See if the Sabre Dogs can keep the rally going as they have scored in back-to-back innings. 1-0, that one misses. Throw down to first. Safe over there at first. Hotshots have kind of blown up. They have 1 run in the bottom of the 5th, 3 in the bottom of the 6th, and 2 in the bottom of the 7th, with none leading up into the 5th inning. Sabre Dogs have spread theirs out with 2 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th. And that is where we stand. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. Take a look at some of the scores around the Expedition League. Weed City Whiskey Jack still on top of the Big Sticks, 4-0. Hastings and Spearfish tied at 3 in the top of the 5th, and Fremont in a football score, 14-7 up on Casper at the bottom of the 7th, and still no score between West Nebraska and Pierre. One and 2.
Good pitch.
Now an in there, strike 3. And that will bring up Nick Mastoni.
Shortstop out of St. Mary's. Number 13.
Mastoni 2 for 3 on the day. One of 2 Sabre Dogs with multi-hit performances, him and Mason Dennison. Cruz Taylor on at first, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Sabre Dogs running out of time here. First pitch. That one's in there, strike 1. Sabre Dogs trying to avoid their first series loss against the Hotshots this season. A 1, that one misses upstairs for ball 1. He evens up the count. Keeping out on Cruz Taylor, speedster from North Georgia, playing center field this evening. There he goes. That one's popped up in the air, and he might have to head back. That one in foul territory. That will be out of play by a few feet. And that'll make it 1 and 2.
That is another Core Trust Bank foul ball. Return it to the concession stand, $4.
So 2 strikes, however, he is not out. Referring to the 2-pitch strikeout to Josh Pano back in the 7th inning, through the 6th inning. 1-2.
Good pitch.
And that one misses for ball 2 to even up the count. This is on the outside corner. Crane working from the stretch. Pitch number 117, runner goes. That one hit well towards center field. And that one is going to be caught. And a throwback to first will be not in time, as the first baseman had to jump up in the air. That is Durazo. A bad throw by Ryan Olson, trying to complete the double plays. It would have been in time by a mile, but made him jump and touch the bag was not in time. But a fantastic play in center field by Joe Guidry. That saves possibly a run. That brings up Bo McClintock, who is 0 for 2. Sac fly back in the top of the 1st. Works from the back portion of the batter's box. First pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. Cruz Taylor will keep an eye out and see if he tries another steal attempt, as a couple tries unsuccessful. The previous AB. Here's a 1-0. That one's ripped into center field, base hit. Taylor's going to stay at second. Guidry will Bring it in to Glasgow.
Sabre Dogs. Second base.
So now runners on first and second as the go-ahead run comes to the plate, Josh Pano. And now we have a pitching substitution as head coach Jacob Jarl will make the move to the bullpen. We will be right back. Sabre Dogs trail 6-4. Listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
So Austin Crane is done for the day. He goes 7 2/3 with 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. And of course, earned runs are subject to change with runners on first and second. As the new pitcher is Austin Allen. Comes in with 2 games, no earned runs, no decisions, 3 innings pitched with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 hits allowed. Runner goes to third, and that will be an easy steal. That one will be for Cruz Taylor with Bo McClintock on at first. Last time that Allen came out, he went 1 inning against Spearfish. No earned runs, of course, with just 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Now we'll see the left field. And that will be caught, and that will end the inning. So just the 3rd inning is all Austin Allen needs to retire the Sabre Dogs as they trail 6-4. We'll be right back after these messages.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
New pitcher for the Sabre Dogs is Caden Calber.
Out of Spokane Falls.
See how he does here.
Number 26.
As so far on the year, take a look at his stats as a Sabre Dog, pitcher from Spokane Falls Community College. Record of 1-0, a 6.23 ERA. He's pitched in 6 games. Got his first save on Monday night. 8 2/3 innings with 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 10 hits with a 173 whip. And in that previous outing, he went 1 inning with 1 earned run with 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 5 batters faced, as he gave up a 2 RBI double, or excuse me, an RBI double to Jake Anderson, which put him on at second base. And with 2 outs, struck out the final batter to end the game. So he comes in trailing 6-4. 7 hits apiece for both teams. Sabre Dogs come up empty in the top of the 8th despite having runners on the corners with 2 out. This is a big outing here for Caden Calber, trying to come in and keep that lead short. Give the Sabre Dogs a chance to come back in the top of the 9th. Try to finish it off in the bottom of the 9th with whoever they bring out for that half inning. Colton Bridges is done as he finishes the day with 2 innings, allows 2 earned runs with 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts.
Designated hitter out of North Dakota State University.
So now batting is Spencer Gillen. He went deep back in the bottom of the 5th. Was the first run of the night for the Hotshots. Calber stands at 6'8", tallest player on the team. First pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. One-oh pitch. And that one is in there to make it 1-1. Evens up the count. It's been a wild game here at Fossum Field. It's the finale between these two teams. Sabre Dogs are 7-4 against Hub City, 3-2 here at Fossum Field. 1-1 pitch. That one in there. Strike 2 to make it 1-2. Sabre Dogs are 8-2 in the month of July, 12-9 on the road, 23-11 against Lewis Division opponents for an overall record of 26-16 and 10-2 in the second half. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. Strikeout number 13 on the year for Caden.
Now batting for the Hotshots. First baseman out of Western Oregon. Number 29. Juan Durazo!
So Juan Durazo comes to the plate, 0 for 2 on the evening. Looking for his first base hit as a hot shot. Last night was 0 for 1 with 3 walks and a strikeout. First pitch. Now grounded to the third baseman Edwards. Throw on the run in time as him and Mastoni both charging on it. Edwards hops in front of him, makes the play for out number 2. And that will bring up Daniel Durazo, who was 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Number 34, Daniel Durazo!
Calber likes to work from the stretch despite nobody being on. Here is the first pitch. That one's in there for strike 1.
Yep. As long as he expands it into the top of the range, I'm happy.
I would love a 9 pitch and come back here.
Pitch number 8 of the inning, 0-1. That one misses for ball 1, even up the count. Here is the 1-1 from Calber. Now on grounded foul down the first base side. McClintock faked like he grabbed it and did a fake throw to the fans.
That's awesome.
3 outs away from winning victory today and in the series against Sabre.
So here's the 1-2. SaberDogs trail 6-4 here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 down, nobody aboard. Sets and delivers. Check swing, that one misses low. 4-2 to even up the count. Calber takes a deep breath and releases. Now misses outside to make the count full. Now shuffling some dirt, trying to get it where he wants it for this crucial payoff pitch. SaberDogs will bring up Sam Powers, Jace Edwards, and Luke Quick coming up in the top of the 9th. 8-9-1 hitters. Here is the 3-2 pitch. In the air, slicing. That will be towards the third base line, and that will be caught by Jace Edwards for out number 3. And that will send us to the final frame. Hopefully not, but we'll see. SaberDogs trail 6-4. We'll be right back. SaberDogs baseball.
SaberDogs fans, join us this Thursday, July 11th, as the SaberDogs take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers on Military Appreciation Night. Come help us celebrate and honor our friends in the armed services, both past and present. Plus, it's Throwback Thursday, 90s night. It's going to be a rave at Corbett Field with the best of 90s music and fashion. If you were born in the 90s, you'll get $1 off your ticket. Be sure to pre-order your tickets at tickets.SursValleySaberDogs.com today. Gates open at 6 p.m., first pitch at 7:05. Don't miss out on the exciting family fun entertainment at Corbett Field. SaberDogs baseball. When it comes to fun, the sky's the limit. SaberDogs fans, we're just 1 week away from the biggest event of the summer, the 2019 All-Star Extravaganza. The Extravaganza starts on July 15th with the Visit Minot All-Star Fan Fest and Home Run Derby, and ends on July 16th with a luncheon at the Sleep-In and Suites, followed by the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance. Be sure to check out the All-Star Extravaganza package for admission to all the festivities, starting at just $49. For more information, and be sure to pre-order your tickets, visit tickets.SursValleySaberDogs.com.
So Austin Allen will come out for his first save as Sam Powers comes to the plate for the SaberDogs to lead things off in the top of the 9th. Powers is 1 for 3 with his solo home run back in the top of the 7th. First pitch. That was the last time the SaberDogs scores. The first pitch is in there, strike 1. Austin Allen came in for 1 hitter, and it was a fly out to end the top of the 8th. Runners on the corners of 2 outs when he came in. The 1 pitch. That one hit up the middle for a base hit. SaberDogs are off and running. That is the 4th hit he has allowed all year. Austin Allen with no ERA has not allowed an earned run this entire season. Also doesn't have any decisions as well. Now we'll bring up Jace Edwards, 0 for 3 on the day with Luke Quick in the hole. Sam Powers can run. Has 4 stolen bases on the year. First pitch in there, strike 1. Probably not going to risk anything here with it being in the top of the 9th. But we'll see. Pitcher Rob Meidel has 1 caught steal in this game so far. 0-1, that one misses. No, it's in there, strike 2. I thought that one was going to be a little bit low, but instead is now 0-2 with nobody out. Edwards comes into today's game batting 189. Here's the 0-2 count. That one is hit up to left field, and that's a base hit. And Powers will stay at second. He runs on first and second now for Luke Quick. He's 0 for 3 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a run.
Left fielder out of Oklahoma, number 2, Luke.
So Mason Dennison is on deck. That's the guy you want to get to, with Cruz Taylor in the hole. So the tying runner at first, and the go-ahead runner at the plate. Here's the first pitch from Austin Allen. Get the butt down the third base side, and that will be not in time, and everyone's safe. An infield bunt base hit from Luke Quick, the speedster from the University of Oklahoma. Bases loaded, nobody out for Mason Dennison. 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI on the day. Had an RBI double back all the way in the first inning. See if he can contribute here once again. Sabre Dogs trail 6-4. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 9th. First pitch. In there, strike 1. Austin Allen trying to get his first save of the year. Sets and delivers. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Dennison would just like to put this one in play in the outfield to try to bring home at least 1 run. Worst case scenario is a strikeout right here. 0-2 pitch. Now when it's hit into center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. They got 1. Rounding third, heading home is Edwards, and he will score. And this game is tied. Mason Dennison with a 2 RBI double in the bottom of the 9th. The top of the 9th, and that makes it 6-6. He'll be in on second, and Quick will be over at third, and that will bring up Cruz Taylor. So still nobody out. Sabre Dogs come through in the clutch. Mason Dennison with the tying runs. Taylor comes up to the plate, 0 for 2. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts from the stretch. First pitch from Allen, hit high in the air. That one's slicing, and that one will get out of play for strike 1.
That is another foul ball. Return to the concession stand for the
Sabre Dogs trying to win the series here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Chance to take the lead back here in the top of the 9th. Runners on second and third, nobody out. From the stretch here is Allen. 0-1. That one fouled back, make it strike 2. So Mason Dennison got his double on an 0-2 count. See if Taylor can do something here as well. Here's the 0-2. Now one's that's a grounder to the second baseman. Throw over to first will be in time, and the runners will stay. Luke Quick thought about it as Ryan Olson plays in towards the infield grass to make that play. And that will bring up Alex Hay. 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 Ks. See if he can make something happen here with runners on second and third and 1 out. Allen sets and goes. Allen misses low for ball 1. So Allen starts behind in the count here. Comes into today's game batting .288. Catcher from East Central Community College. Here's the 1-0. That one foul back, and that will even the count at 1-1. Allen sets. Doesn't look at any of the runners and just goes straight for it. And that one, nice save by Rob Meidel, as that one was in the dirt to make it 2-1. Go ahead runner on at third base. That is Luke Quick, with Mason Dennison also on at second with just 1 out. Here we go. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And lets that one go by him for ball 3. On deck for the Sabre Dogs is Nick Mastoni. 3-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside, a 5-pitch walk. And that will bring up Nick Mastoni, who is 2 for 4 on the day. Bases loaded with 1 out.
Nick Mastoni.
Sac fly would do her here. Mastoni comes into today's game batting .282 on the year. Against the Hotshots batting just .222 coming into today's game, 2 for 9. First pitch, and there's strike 1. And in this series, Mastoni batting 1 for 3 with 2 runs and a double.
Nice comeback.
0-1 pitch to Mastoni. That one's in there for strike 2, and Allen quickly ahead in the count. Austin Allen hadn't allowed a single run prior to this outing. He had 5 strikeouts in 3 innings pitched. 0-2 pitch. Allen misses outside, trying to get him to chase. Did not do so, and it will make it 1-2. 11 hits for the Sabre Dogs with their 6 runs. 7 for the Hotshots and their 6 runs with 2 defensive errors. Sabre Dogs trying to take the lead here in the top of the 9th. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is a huge strikeout right there from Austin Allen.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, first baseman out of Point University, number 32.
That is his first of the game, and that will bring up Bo McClintock. 1 for 3 with an RBI sac fly back in the first inning. Bo McClintock with 3 home runs in the past week, including 1 yesterday in the top of the 6th. It was a 2-run bomb. Helped the Sabre Dogs shrink down the Hotshots lead. Ultimately, the Sabre Dogs came up short. Lost yesterday's game 11-9. First pitch to him. And that one's in there for strike 1. So the Hotshots just 1 out away from getting to the bottom of the 9th. Sabre Dogs are 3-0 in extra innings games. Allen from the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Now on a breaking ball that misses low. And McClintock thought that that hit him, but the ump is not biting. If it was anything, it would barely clipped him on the jersey, or his pants, I guess. And that will make it 1-1. Allen sets and delivers. Now miss up high for ball 2. Two and 1 count coming off McClintock. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Sabre Dogs tied it. Here is the 2-1 pitch. That one is up high for ball 3. Austin Allen has 1 walk already so far today. Big pitch coming up right here for both sides. Here is the 3-1 pitch from Austin Allen. That one is hit towards left field. It is hooking, and that will be down for a base hit. 1 will score. 2-run will score. Alex Hay will be held up at third, and is now 8-6 Sabre Dogs lead. Bo McClintock has done it again.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, second baseman out of St. Mary's.
RBI 27 and 28. Actually, 28 and 29 for Bo McClintock. So a 4-run top of the 9th. And that will put the pressure on Hub City in the bottom of the 9th. As Josh Payno comes to the plate. 2 outs, runners on second and third. First pitch misses low for ball 1. King Calber pitched to the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if they possibly roll out with him, as he would be going for a second save, not just in the season, but during the series. 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside. Make it 2-0. Pano is 0 for 4 with a strikeout on the day. Now a timeout called by Jake Anderson, third baseman for the Hotshots, and now Rob Meidel will come and talk to Allen as well, give him some words of encouragement. Let's take a look at some scores around the league while we have the time. Wheat City and Badlands are tied at 4. It was 4-0 in favor of the Whiskey Jacks, but the Big Six have tied it up in the bottom of the 6th. Hastings leads Spearfish 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th, and Fremont leads Casper 18-7 in the bottom of the 8th, with no scores posted between West Nebraska and Pierre. So 2-0 count coming up to Josh Pano. 2-0 pitch, foul back into the screen, make it 2-1.
That is another Fortress Bay foul ball.
St. Powers led off the inning with a base hit. He's on deck. 2-1 pitch. Now misses low for ball 3. Makes it 3-1. Runner still on second and third with 2 outs. Sabre Dogs a 4-run top of the 9th to make it 8-6. 3-1 pitch, hit towards left field, hit well, backing up at the wall, and that is out of here! Sabre Dogs blow this one open with a 3-run home run, makes it 11-6. And that is a 7-run inning for the Sabre Dogs. And what looked like possibly the second win in the series for the Hotshots, they came into the inning with a 2-run lead. It is now 11-6. Josh Pano gets another bomb for the Sabre Dogs in the series, but his first of the year. So Sam Powers comes back to the plate, led off this inning with a base hit. First pitch, foul back out of play for strike 1. Sam Powers 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI with a strikeout. Here is the 0-1 pitch. That one hits the foot of Sam Powers, and they are not done yet.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, third baseman out of Spokane Falls Community College, number 15, Jace Edwards.
So that will bring up Jace Edwards. As now Lance Fairchild comes out to check up on Allen. Jace Edwards 1 for 4 with a run. He got his first run here in the top of the 9th. So what an inning it has been for the Sabre Dogs, as it is no longer a safe situation for Caden Calber or whoever comes out of the bullpen for the Sabre Dogs. They now have 13 hits in this game. They have blown this one open here. What a game this has been all around, as the Sabre Dogs have come all the way back. It's been up and down all around for both teams, and just one bad inning for the Hotshots has given the Sabre Dogs a 5-run lead. Got some action going on over in the Hotshots bullpen. Keep an eye out on that, as there are 2 outs. We're on first here in the top of the 9th. Sabre Dogs lead 11-6, 7 runs here in the top of the 9th. Allen works from the stretch. First pitch. Allen misses low for ball 1. It was a 2 RBI double by Mason Dennison to lead this thing off that tied the game, as the 1-0 pitch is in there to end the count at 1-1. Then Bo McClintock gets a double, brings home 2 more runs, then a 3-run home run from Josh Pano. Here's 1-1. That one is hit, and that is going to be in left field for a base hit, and the hitting just continues for the Sabre Dogs. Now the runners on first and second for Lou Quick. Quick got a single to lead things off here in the top of the ninth. Well, didn't lead things off, but he led off the game. 1 for 4 with 2 runs, a walk, and a strikeout. First pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. So things have kind of been topsy-turvy for some of the Sabre Dogs' better hitters, as Cruz Taylor, the only Sabre Dog without a hit here this afternoon, and Chauncey Callier, who isn't playing today, went 0 for 4 yesterday. 0-1 pitch. That one is hit towards left field and foul. And the Hotshots yesterday were without some of their 2 best hitters, Joe Guidry and Jake Anderson, and they won that game 11-9. So things are kind of being the opposite of what happened yesterday. So Quick from the working against Austin Allen, the 0-2 pitch. That one misses up high for ball 1. Hear a pin drop here at Fossum Field. 1-2 pitch. That misses inside, even in the count, 2-2. And for Austin Allen, just one of the exceptions to the rule. He has been solid all year long. Just one bad outing here. Hopefully he can shake this off and move forward with the season. Here's a 2-2. That one's grounded to the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time by a half a step to end the inning. But it is a 7-run top of the ninth that gives the Sabre Dogs an 11-6 lead. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth. Sabre Dogs will go for the win coming up after the break.
You can purchase tickets at the YMCA.
Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Sabre Dogs lead 11-6. A 7-run top of the ninth will bring out Caden Calber for the bottom of the ninth. Take a look at his stats from today. 1 inning with no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout as he went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 8th. He'll take on Ryan Olson, as well as Luke Glasgow and Colton Cox, the 9-1-2 hitters for the Hotshots. Olson is 1 for 3 with a run, a .232 batting average coming into this AB. On the stretch, here is the first pitch from Calber. That one's in there for strike 1. Austin Allen 1 in the 3rd inning with 7 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for his day. 0-1 pitch. That one a slow grounder down the third base side. That one's going to be foul. Touched by Jace Edwards. Goodness. That will make it 0-2. So Jace Edwards got the tying run in the top of the 9th. With Sam Powers being the 5th run. That was a 2 RBI double from Mason Dennison. Then a 2 RBI double from Bo McClintock and a 3-run bomb from Josh Pano. And that is where we stand. A 7-run top of the 9th. Now on a slow grounder to the second baseman Pano. Throw to first in time for out number 1. So that will bring up Luke Glasgow, 1 for 3 with 2 runs and a strikeout.
Number 1, Luke Glasgow.
Calbert got the save on Monday night in the SaberDogs 4-3 win. His first save as a SaberDog. SaberDogs are second in the league in saves. First pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. Unfortunately, tonight's game will not be a save scenario. Just about the only negative side of this whole situation. 1-0 pitch. That one's in there to even up the count, 1-1. Sidearm thrower takes a deep breath and goes to work. That one's hit in the air towards left field. Luke Quick coming in and making the catch for out number 2. SaberDogs just 1 out away from their 27th win of the season and trying to win this series 2-1. They have not lost a series against the Hotshots. The only glimpse of that was back on Memorial Day when the Hotshots beat the SaberDogs in Corbett 10-2. Completely different team. First pitch. That one is in there, strike 1. SaberDogs started the season 0-2, losing games to Wheat City and Hub City, and they swept Wheat City in Brandon, and from there, things have been up and down, and 12-game win streak later, they are in first in Lewis Division, as that one is in there for strike 2. So now 1 strike away, Ken Calbert trying to shut it down. He sets.
Thank you, sir.
And he delivers. Now he misses low for ball 1, making it 1-2. SaberDogs will head back to Minot for a 4-game homestand against the Western Nebraska Pioneers. And then it'll be the All-Star break. The 1-2 pitch. That one is behind Colton Cox. Cox is 2 for 4 on the day with 2 runs and 2 RBI. Had an RBI double back in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. See if Calvert can shut it down right here. Now misses low and away to make the count full. Calvert from the stretch. Bases empty, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Down to the final strike. That one is grounded into the glove of Caden Calber. The 6'8 pitcher throws to first, and that is your ball game. SaberDogs win 11-6, as they have now won 14 of their last 16 games. So we will have the stats for you coming up after a quick commercial break. Once again, the SaberDogs win 11-6 thanks to a 7-run top of the 9th. We'll be right back. You're listening to SaberDogs Baseball.
Audio Jungle. 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 Audio Jungle.
Sabre Dogs win. Final score 11-6 as we take a look at some of the stats from today's game. So you're live here in Aberdeen, South Dakota at Fossum Field. Sabre Dogs once again win 11-6. Here are the stats from the Hotshots. Luke Lasco was 1 for 4 with 2 runs. Colton Cox was 2 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 RBI. Jake Anderson was 1 for 3 and an RBI. Rob Meidel was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Joe Guidry was 0 for 3 with an RBI. Spencer Gillen was 1 for 4 with a solo home run. Juan Durazo was 0 for 3, Daniel Durazo 0 for 4, and Ryan Olson was 1 for 4 with a run. Pitchers for the Hot Shots, Austin Crane went 7 2/3. He picks up the no decision, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts, and Austin Allen picks up the loss with 1 1/3 inning with 7 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 walk, and a strikeout. As for the Sabre Dogs, Luke Quick led off with a 1 for 5 day with 2 runs. Mason Dennison was 3 for 5 with 3 runs and 3 RBI with the tying RBI double in the top of the 9th. Cruz Taylor was 0 for 3. Alex Hay was 1 for 3 with a run. Nick Mastoni was 2 for 5. Bo McClintock was 2 for 4 with a run and 3 RBI, including a go-ahead 2 RBI double in the top of the 9th. Josh Pano was 1 for 5 with a run and a 3-run home run in the top of the 9th to blow things open. Sam Powers, 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI, and Chase Edwards, 2 for 5 with a run. Pitchers tonight, Tyler Courtney goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs with a walk and a strikeout. Colton Bridges, 2 innings with 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. And Caden Caliber, the winning pitcher, going 2 innings with no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. But tonight's players of the game are the 3 guys who contributed in the top of the 9th. Bo McClintock, Mason Dennison, and Josh Pano. Fantastic game for the Sabre Dogs as they found themselves down 6-4 going into the top of the 9th. And again, a 2-run double from Mason Dennison, a 2-run double from Bo McClintock, and then a 3-run home run from Josh Pano gives them the dagger. So the Sabre Dogs improved to 27-16 on the year, 13-9 on the road, 9-2 in the month of July, 8-4 against the Hotshots, and they finished the season 4-2 here at Fossum Field. And they now find themselves just a game and a half back of the Big Sticks for the time being. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the league before we part. Lead City and Badlands still tied at 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Hastings leads Spearfish on the road 6-4 on the top of the 8th. Fremont wins against Casper 18-7, a big win for them. And again, no score between West Nebraska and Pierre. So an updated standings look at the second half. Sabre Dogs are now 11-2 and 3 games up on the Trappers, who are 7-4. Big Sticks are at 6-6 until their game finalizes, 4.5 games out. 3-game winning streak that they are on. Hotshots are now 4-8, 6.5 out of first place, and the Whiskey Jacks are 0-13, 11 games out of first on that 19-game losing streak. As for the Clark Division, Pioneers are in first, all alone at 11-1. And now Fremont is alone in second place at 6-4, 4 games out. Hastings is a half game back. Their game is not finalized yet, but they lead. They're at 5-4, 4.5 games out. And Casper, 5-8, 6.5 games out with 2 losses in a row. And then Spearfish at 3-8, 4 losses in a row, 7.5 out of first. So that's going to do it here from Fossum Field for the final time this season. And that will go ahead and bring us to a series against Western Nebraska. So until then, I'm Jared Sluppy signing off. Thanks everyone for listening on YouTube this evening.